Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Everton News Daily. It is the 28th of December 2017. The transfer window is very, very close to opening. In fact, we've already started seeing some deals done to the annoyance of all of us. One player who could be moving to Everton is Tosun from Besiktas. He has played today in a cup game in which Besiktas won 4-1. In fact, he scored the third goal, a nice finish. And it looked like at the end of the game, he said his goodbyes to the fans when he was taken off, substituted around the 57th minute mark. He waved to the crowd, and after the game, he led a bit of a song with the fans, looking like he was saying his goodbyes. Now, obviously, the papers have been full of a lot of stories saying that the deal's done for €25 million, and what we've seen tonight probably backs that up. Obviously, nothing coming out of Everton as yet, and a lot of people sceptical even of how far the deal was done, considering he was playing tonight. Because you would imagine that if a player was ready to be bought by another club, they wouldn't want him playing. But he did play. He played 57 minutes, scored, and as I said his goodbyes at the end of the game. His performance, well, to be honest, it was pretty one-sided affair. Besiktas didn't really have to get out of second gear. Won the game quite easily, and he looked all right. I'm not going to sit here and say he looked absolutely amazing. He didn't have to look amazing. He played a little bit more wide than as a centre forward. Negredo played up front, and the first goal actually, he probably would have got a tapping if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, for the defender putting an own goal past the goalkeeper. He did okay. He wasn't brilliant. Wasn't terrible, just did okay. It was just a run-of-the-mill cup game for Besiktas that they won, as I said, quite easily. So he didn't really have to get out of second gear. And as I say, it looks like he'll certainly be leaving Besiktas, and all the talk is that he'll be coming to Everton. So we'll find out probably in the next 48 hours, I would imagine now, considering at the end of the game he was all dressed and ready to jump on, I don't know, let's say a private jet. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Another player who's been linked with us tonight is Steven Nzonzi from Seville. Talk of another £25 million deal for the Seville midfielder, 29-year-old Seville midfielder. Maybe the fact that Everton feel like they've got one deal over the line, they can go and pursue another one now. Again, that's in the newspapers tonight, so it'll be interesting to see whether we can get that one done as well. There's a bit of interest from West Ham. There was a bit of interest from Arsenal as well. And if they could get that deal done quickly, and maybe then move on to a left back and try and get the business done really, really early, a little bit like we did in the summer, rightly or wrongly. But if we can get it done considerably early, get our targets in, then we can start looking to improve. I imagine, if we do bring in Nzonzi in, then that will mean some players will look to leave the club. Mo Besic, I think, probably won't be one of the first out the door. I think that would probably be the best for him as well. Get his career maybe moving again. Maybe sign for another Premier League team. Maybe, I don't know. Do you know what? I'd say a club who would probably suit Mo Besic is Swansea. They need a little bit of what Mo Besic has got. So maybe someone like him would come in for him on loan. It could mean the end for other midfielders. Maybe Davy Klaassen going out on loan somewhere as well. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see if we can get a deal done first. Never mind talking about who would leave the club. But hopefully we can get a couple of deals done, as I said. Then that left back position, that'll probably be the next one, and hopefully we can get that sorted. Maybe a top class left back or someone an up and coming left back would be absolutely brilliant, because it's exactly what we need. I think at the moment we're massively lacking there. Martino obviously filling there at the moment doesn't offer much in terms of going forward, and I think we certainly need that player now with Leighton Baines being the wrong side of 30 and injury starting to catch up on him, and recovery becoming a big problem. Actually, it's not getting injuries as such, it's recovering from them. That's the main issue I think all the players have. It's getting over them and getting over them and coming back. So hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, we could have a couple of deals done, early next week, get them through the door, and then kick on from there. But we'll see anyway. Hopefully this time tomorrow we'll know a little bit more about the Tosun deal and whether looks like it's on the verge of happening, and we'll let you know here on Toffee TV. Thanks forever as ever for watching the Everton News Daily. Catch us tomorrow. See you later.